Welcome back to the MANN channel. Okay, so we made it out to our first camping trip of the season, which should mean that I would get my first back-to-back days of wakeboarding, but the lake level still wasn't quite up to be able to launch right at the campsite. There is a launch about 20 minutes away that's been open for a while, but I've had a lot of bad luck there, so I was very reluctant to go for the first day, and we actually were able to launch later that day because the level was up, but ended up being a little bit of a wasted launch because the water was very shallow and seemingly unreliable, and I just didn't trust it. So the next day we just went ahead and bit the bullet and went up to the other launch, and it ended up being some pretty cool scenes. I don't ride in the canyon very much because you can really only go one direction, and if you try coming back, it's just water just splashing up against the walls and coming back in, and it just makes it really rough and not great for wakeboarding. So that's why I don't do it very much, but because I did it, we collected some pretty cool shots, some beautiful scenes. So that's what you're going to get to enjoy here in a moment. I do want to let you know, in case you were one of the people following or one of the people who had entered into the surfboard drawing, that Jordan did receive his new surfboard. And I do have a picture of him right here. It's very cool to find out that he's got a family similar to mine. He's got a baby girl. Congrats again to Jordan. I hope you have a lot of fun on that thing. With that being said, if you don't already know, I've already started another giveaway. So I'll put a link to that video right up here. I'm giving away a DJI Osmo Mobile 2 gimbal. So if you're interested in that, you might want to get over there and get yourself entered. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into the clips. All right, so you can see that I went ahead and included some clips that I normally wouldn't have because I'm just standing there not doing anything behind the boat. And that is because I thought that those shots were pretty cool just looking at the canyon. In fact, I would imagine that a lot of you probably weren't even watching me riding. They were just probably checking out the canyon because it's a pretty cool scene. So I'm getting back into the swing of things. You can see that I was working on getting my nose grab backside 360 back. I'm starting to feel good. The water is warmed up. It was touching into the 70s, which is kind of crazy for this time of year. We had some pretty hot air temperatures for the end of May, and I'm headed into a weekend with similar temperatures, 80s and 90s. So pretty excited. The water level is now up, so I'm going to be able to wakeboard in a better spot and hopefully get some back-to-back days of riding because that's usually where I start excelling. I came real close to going after a surf flip, but by the time I started surfing, there was a lot of people out causing lots of rollers, so I just didn't feel comfortable doing it, but it's coming soon. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week.